Hey,
News.
yes. News.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. We're going to do a little check-in right now on the state of the game. Also, EHG dropped update 122, which I will be discussing. Now, right off the bat, we are on Last Epoch's Steam page. And a lot of people always ask me, how are concurrent players? How are recent reviews? Are people still enjoying it? And for the most part, everybody is still having a pretty good time. It is currently at a very positive on the last 6,300 reviews, sitting at 88%. And this 6,300 reviews has pushed up their overall review score to 79. They are 1 percentage point away from having a very positive overall score and a very positive recently reviewed, which would obviously be cool. They're approaching the 100,000 reviews on Steam. So if you haven't left them a review, if you're having fun, or honestly, if you have feedback, be honest, make sure you leave them a Steam review. Now, this leads to the next question. How are the concurrent players? Now, when you look at Steam DB, they are currently showing their 24-hour peak at 50,700. Now, a lot of people would probably look at this and be like, damn, everyone left, the game crashed, what happened? There's only 50,000 concurrent players playing at a time. This is a very good and healthy number, okay? A couple of things. They peaked at 150,700, something like that, 150,000 people. And since then, we have had Torchlight Infinite Season 8 drop. We have had Diablo 4 Season 8 drop. We have had the V Rising update drop for Oakvale. And we've had No Rest for the Wicked, the Breach update, including updates from GGG on Path of Exile 2. April is stacked. We also have Expedition 33. There is so many games that people are playing. And 15 days after launch, EHG is still maintaining 1/3 of its concurrent player base at 50,000. So if you take a look at the recent Steam reviews, if you look at them being a top 5 seller on Steam, and you look that they are maintaining 1/3 2 weeks after with all this action RPG competition, it is a very, very healthy number. Also, the owner, the top dog CEO, game director, Judd, said on the Zizarin Rax Tour of the Erased podcast that they are hard at work, working on season 3 already, and they are hoping to shoot for 3 months. If it goes 3.5 months, so be it. If it goes 4 months, so be it. But we are looking 3 to 4 months until we get season 3, which is going to be kind of focused, or at least what we do know about it is that Lich and Acolyte is getting some love, which makes me very, very excited. So 2 weeks in, things are looking pretty good for Last Epoch from a Steam review, concurrent players, and they're cooking in the background already on Season 3, which hopefully we're not going to have to wait too long. Now, moving along, EHG already dropped update 121, which we have covered on this YouTube channel, which they put out over 100 different bug fixes. So right now they are really in maintenance mode. Take care of Season 2, knock out hundreds and hundreds of bugs. And we've already covered 1.2. Now, yesterday they dropped update 122. So this is the new one. And as you can see here, it's not as big as the last one, but there's still a ton of changes that they have put in. So I'm hoping as they continue to work on improvement and knock out these bugs, it's just going to set up for even a better Season 3. So let's check out Last Epoch update 1.22 notes. And I am not going to read most of this. I'll link it in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Now, here's what they have done. They have updated WASD movement. So remember that this is in its beta phase. So, you know, it's going to continue to get optimized and people are continuing to give feedback. So they are working on WASD. They've also put in a ton of controller fix bugs. Controller's already awesome, but there's a couple of things. Now, when you pull up your character screen on your controller, it automatically pulls up your inventory. So things like that, being able to transfer items to your egg, just little fixes they continue to put in to make controller experience better. Forge guards that are holding a two-handed weapon and a shield. This has felt terrible for a lot of people. They fixed a bug where Forge Master's Might was granting 10% less melee attack speed at all times, in addition to the intended 10% less attack and cast speed for you and your minions. So this bug has been taken care of. So Forge Master's Might is going to feel way, way better. They have also fully updated the Drow Queen Woven Echo. So this is something that a lot of people are complaining about. It's super hard. It's not fun. I'm getting one shot. So they've changed up this Echo and refreshed it a little bit. So now when you fight the Drow Queen, it should feel pretty fresh. And again, there is a ton of optimization fixes and audio fixes and VFX fixes, and they're just going to continue to put this stuff in. Let's continue down here to other improvements. They have upped the drop rates of resonance in parties. So if you play multiplayer, being able to trade items amongst friends, it is going to be easier to get one of these. We got our first resonance last night, so that was cool. There's a couple of other things in here. Controller updates. What else do we have? Visual updates. So they are also systematically going in and your unique items that have 2D renders that don't match the actual 3D visuals in game. They're going through and adding in these just so that your item looks like what your character is actually holding. This is one that a lot of people I saw in the comment section of this post are very, very happy about. This is another loot filter update. Added a new affix count condition to the loot filter for matching how many non-sealed prefixes, non-sealed suffixes, or sealed affixes an item has. So now you can put in the min-max of prefix, the min-max of suffix, and on sealed, any not sealed, sealed, sealed prefix, sealed suffix. So again, they just continue to give us more tools for our loot filter, and they have said that they are discussing how they're going to put in sounds. So I do believe that sounds for the loot filter, you're not going to be able to select what sound an item makes, but they're going to have probably some kind of 10, 20 sounds that you can select so that, you know, when that red ring drops, you get that boom or something like that. I feel like that's the only real miss on the loot filter. Everything else is just so good. We just need sounds. Error message at the bazaar. Memory Amber now has a sound effect when you're picking it up. So if before you didn't realize it, it just kind of swooshed in. Now you actually can hear it. We were listening to it this morning. What else is in here? Remove some voice lines, change the experience rewards on factions, and we skipped 90% of it, and a ton of other bugs that they have put in. But ultimately, controller support is better, WASD is better, update to ForgeGuard, update to loot filter. Tons of other bugs have been taken care of, and it feels like another solid update. Now, in true EHG form, every time they put in one of these huge bug fixes, you know, they fix 100 things, and then they break 3 or 4, which does suck. They almost immediately launched hotfix 1221. They fixed an issue with various game objects. There was a lot of channeling problems. Fixed an error on player initiation. There was people getting caught in queue, including myself. And they fixed an error while retrieving friend list. So friend list, queue popped up. Channeling skills were not working great after 122. So they immediately dropped a hotfix after and took care of those issues. My whole thing is fail fast, right? Something's broken, don't wait till the next day. Like, just get it knocked out. And I think most people do appreciate that, which you see from the Steam charts. So yeah, update 1.22 has dropped. Again, if you want to read the whole thing, I will link it in the description. And EHG continues to rock it. We are on day 15 of my subathon. We've already streamed over 200 hours, and the clock just fell under 50 hours. So if you want to come by the stream, I'm on Aaron Action RPG on Twitch. We're live almost 16 hours a day. It has been a really fun event, and we're giving away games and supporter packs, and we're starting to play multiplayer. We've been checking out some other games, but yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun. Check out actionrpg.com. It works on your mobile device and on your browser. 37 build guides from myself, Frozen Sentinel, Babbling Bike, The Curse, and we are updating it every single day. And other than that, we are so close to 100,000 subs on YouTube. We are at 98,300. So if you feel inclined, if you feel like I have earned it, the whole goal for the year was to hit 100,000 subs. And the fact that we are starting in May now, and we are almost there. Just feels incredible. Of course, only subscribe if you think I have earned it, but we are officially on the 100,000 sub push, so that is very exciting. And that's all I got. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.